Hi guys, and welcome to another batch of your replays. Today we are going premium tanks. I've got 2 replays and 2 premium tanks today, and we are kicking off with the E-25. We've got this replay sent in by Dainean, and let's just say that this replay is hot. I really haven't reviewed the E-25 yet, but it's a fantastic little tank, just to spoil the surprise. I really do recommend this little monster. It's completely unique. There's nothing like it in World of Tanks. It is a really enjoyable tank to drive. It's deadly, with a good crew, a good camo crew, camo net, binocs as Dainean is using. This is a little beast. It's fast, maneuverable, and its guns penetration is not fantastic. But Dainean's doing the traditional TD thing to start with. He's sniping from the back. Now this is a 9.3 replay, and he sets a Chaffee on fire and takes him out. So gonna spoil the surprise. There's engine fire number 1 and Dainean's first kill. This is a 9.3 replay, if you're wondering why the colors are a little bit messed up. So there are 3 scouts in the field with Dainean at the moment. He's just supporting them. Bounces on the rear of an AMX. And that AMX doesn't know how lucky he was. If he'd been tracked in that compromising position, Dainean would have chewed him apart, but in the meantime there's a BDR, and again Dainean's having problems getting his gun on target. Bouncing, aiming for the weak spot. So he's just racking up the damage as long as he can actually hit and pen enemy tanks. So yeah, as I say, the penetration on this tank isn't fantastic. 150mm of penetration, 135 alpha damage. But it's got an amazing rate of fire, amazing DPM, providing you can actually hit the tanks you're aiming at. So enemy E-25 moving up through the middle. And another fire! There's fire number 2! Dainean sets the E-25 on fire, but he does get spotted. So now he's going to work on this Panther. Lots of shots in. Going for difficult shots through the machine gun emplacement, or the bunker, but does set the Panther on fire. There's engine fire number 3. Someone sets the, or someone gets the kill. But that's 3 tanks Dainean has set on fire so far. He's up to 2k damage. Just the 1 kill. And someone else has taken out the E-25 that was on the enemy team. So now you can see the speed. This is a tank destroyer, but Dainean's doing 64 kilometers along the flat here. And he's going to be doing some flanking. He's going to be moving around the enemy tanks. Don't know whether I said this was Erlenberg, but anyway, it's Erlenberg, or it's not Erlenberg, it's Siegfried Line. I'm getting confused with the next replay. So, Dainean is flanked on Siegfried. He's moving up. He's getting behind these enemy tanks. He's got the rear of an side of an M6. You see this rate of fire is just it's crazy. A little bit unfortunate not to get the kill. Churchill 1 takes that one. But again, I really do recommend. I haven't reviewed it yet, but I really do recommend this tank, guys. If it's on sale over Christmas, do try and pick it up. It's completely unique, nothing else like this in the game. Now it does require a little bit of practice, and it does require a decent crew to get the most out of it. But he's flanking, he's using its speed, he's gotten behind the Black Prince, he's shooting into the engine deck again. There we go, that's 4 shots, 4 engine fires. Second kill, 4 engine fires. Doesn't get the kill on, or doesn't get a shot into the PC-4H. So he has taken his first hit. This tank doesn't have a lot of armor. You can see that the PC-4H penned and did full damage with HE. But he's moved forward, he killed a T-34-85 on the move, he's moving in on this T-37, hits 3 shots on the move to finish up the game with 3,640 damage and 4 kills. So Dainean entitled this replay Burn Baby Burn, and I don't think I've ever seen 4 tanks set on fire in the same game before. I certainly haven't done it. But it really helped Dainean. He picked up an ace tanker in the E-25. He also picked up a Confederate and a high caliber. This tank, you could see it, the versatility there. He was able to use it as a TD in the opening part of that game. He was able to use it like a scout or a medium tank and do some amazing flanking and getting to the side and rear of enemy tanks towards the end. It's a really nice tank, but you do need to aim at weak spots. 150mm of penetration on the standard AP sometimes will let you down against heavily armored targets, but it's just an amazing tank, guys. I can't recommend it enough. Dainean finished top on XP with 1314, 3,761 damage, 4 kills. He fired 39. He only managed to hit 30. Now, he was a little bit unfortunate. The accuracy on the gun is very good, but it didn't seem to be working out in the field. He was missing a lot of shots. And of the 30 hits, he only managed to pen 25. So the penetration is lacking, but the accuracy did let him down. He could have had a bigger game if the accuracy had been a little bit better. He spotted 2, damaged 10, destroyed 4, did almost 1,000 assistance damage. He wasn't playing with a premium account, but he still earned 54,000 credits. This is a very good moneymaker, especially if you're not spamming gold in it. 1314 XP on a ×3 event, I'm happy to see, with a bonus thrown in. Left him on a very healthy 4,204 XP, again with a standard account. Really nice game. Dainean showing off the strengths of the E-25. Thank you for sending it in. Moving on, we've got another premium tank, the Tier 8 Russian Behemoth, the KV-5. This is a monster of a tank, guys. It's not on sale regularly, but it's another tank I kind of recommend. I probably wouldn't recommend it as highly as I would the E-25, but the KV-5 is a very solid Tier 8 premium tank if you can get your hands on one. The armor is exceptionally good on paper, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The gun or the armor can be very troll. In this game on Erlenberg, Khalid is going to show us what the KV-5 can do. It is a tank I don't play very much. I really should play this tank more. But if you look at the teams, you'll see that there are a lot of very good players on the enemy team. Now, when Khalid sent in this particular replay, he did mention that the win chances for his team weren't particularly high. So from the very start of this game, he wants to win and he's loading up premium ammo. And really, I'm not surprised when I see KV-5 drivers firing premium, because the one thing about the KV-5 is it's got pretty nice DPM for a heavy tank. The reload is actually quite good, but what lets it down is the fact that the main gun on the tank only has 167mm of penetration. That's the lowest penetration of any Tier 8 premium tank in the game. So 167mm of penetration really isn't good, and really, it doesn't surprise me to see KV-5 drivers using gold, because the gold is actually very good. It gets you 219mm of penetration. So you can see that the ammo does 300 alpha damage. The reload, again, it's a 9.4 reload or replay, so it's not displaying the reload. But the reload on this tank is surprisingly quick. So 300 alpha damage and a surprisingly quick reload means that the KV-5 has a lot more DPM than people actually give it credit for. But anyway, we're getting back to this game on Erlenberg. As I say, Khalid's win chances aren't very high, and he's in a KV-5, so this is a very heavy tank, but it's also quite a maneuverable heavy tank. When this tank gets up speed, it may take a while to get up to speed, but when it gets up to speed, it is a very difficult customer to deal with. So Khalid is advancing, and he's just bounced an enemy KV-5, and you can see the enemy KV-5 is firing gold. He's bounced a T-32. RT's in play. He's continuing to advance. There's an IS to his left, but he's being very aggressive here. He's got plenty of support on the 1-2 lines. And look at this, he's taken 5 hits, hasn't taken a single point of damage, 6 hits, hasn't taken any damage. Sometimes the armor on this tank is amazing. Unfortunate to bounce on the T-32. I think the T-32 straightened up as Khalid fired, but nice ram, nice shot into the cupola, and T-32 on the enemy team is dead. So that's the first damage Khalid has taken. So RT has just fired. Khalid doesn't use his damage reticular indicator to see where RT is, but RT's sitting down in K1. Khalid is ignoring RT, he's moving in on this IS. So this is a very heavy tank, it gets up to speed, and it can do a lot of damage when it rams enemy tanks. Bouncing shots, kills the IS with a shot on the move. That's his first kill, he's up to 1300 damage. Tiger in the distance, shot on the move. And you can see the reload is surprisingly quick for a heavy tank. Not quick enough to allow Khalid to get the kill on that Tiger though. But 1600 damage, 1 kill, and thanks to Khalid taking the lead, he's received 18 hits. Well, maybe not 18 hits, some of them were ram damage. But he led the charge, and that's something that the KV-5 is very, very good at. Again, shooting on the move, this tank is not that accurate, but he takes his time, he aims, he's going for the radio man, or the R2-D2 as some people call it. He's doing more damage. Is he going to get the kill? No, he leaves the KV-5 on low health. He would have needed a very, very high roll. But he gets the kill on the second attempt. So, thanks to Khalid's push on the 1-2 lines, he was the tank in front, he was the one who took all the damage, or all the enemy fire. He's still taking enemy fire, but his team have won this flank. It's still a 50-50 game, the score is 7-8. But Khalid has been really aggressive, and when you're top tier in a KV-5, you can be aggressive. It's a 9.4 replay, so it's a little bit jerky. I do apologize for that. But he's continuing on the advance. He's taken about 18 hits. He's only received about, 200 damage, 300 damage. When you can keep your R2-D2 hidden, or stay on the move so enemy tanks don't have an easy time, this tank can be an absolute monster. Now, having said that, sometimes your armor just will not work, and everything shoots at you and pens you, and you die rather quickly. But Khalid is continuing to advance. He knows there's a T-32 and a Jagdpanther last spotted on the 9-0 lines. T-32's on full health. So again, he's going to be leading the charge, but this time he doesn't have as much backup. He's only got a low health T-44 giving him some backup. So this could get tricky. 2 tier 8 tanks with nasty guns. And again, shooting on the move, unfortunately, doesn't do anything to the T-32. But he's angling. He was moving from side to side, trying to prevent a shot on his R2-D2. Again, misses a shot in the T-32 on the move, but look at this, he's going in for the ram. He's not going to let the T-32 get past him, he's just bounced the Jagdpanther. Or the Jagdpanther 2, but for some reason the T-32 is ignoring him. T-32 is going for the easy kill on the T-44. This T-32 is not a bad player, he goes for the easy kill. And really, really nice shot by Khalid. Tracks the T-32 in place. Does he have a repair kit? It doesn't look it. So, T-32 is trying to get to his side, trying to get to his rear. T-32 knows what he's doing. But Khalid turns. He does take a hit from the Jagdpanther, but takes out the T-32. That takes him up to 3 kills, almost 4k damage. Jagdpanther 2 in the distance. Actually, it was the T-32 who penned him in the rear. The Jagdpanther 2 has bounced another shot. So other than ram damage, he's taken about 29-30 hits in this tank. He's still got 600 hit points. He really wanted to win this game. Very low win chances, and it looks as if they are. It is 4 versus 2. And Khalid has been firing premium ammo, but I don't blame him. In a very difficult match with a lot of good players on the enemy team and only 167mm of penetration, I don't blame him. I'm going to be interested to see, because I haven't seen this replay before, but I'm going to be interested to see whether or not he makes a profit after this. But he moves forward, gets a shot through the upper front plate on the Jagdpanther 2, gets tracked for 0 damage. He's coming around at an angle, tracks the Jagdpanther 2 in a compromising situation. He's going to keep him tracked. There we go. Just one more kill. The reload on this tank is surprisingly quick. And there we go. There's kill number 4, and Khalid is up to 5k damage. No idea how much assistance damage he's done, but he's just bounced a shot from the VK3001D. No chance of a top gun, going for kill number 5. Unfortunately hits the edge of the building. But you can see what a monster the KV-5 can be. The number of hits he took in this game was astonishing. So that was an ace tanker and a bunch of ribbons. So many ribbons. Fighter, fire for effect, shell proof. What's that one? Total damage blocked by armor exceeded the hit points of your vehicle. I don't think I've gotten that one very often. He picked up Duelist, he picked up Hand of God, he picked up Bruiser, he picked up Steel Wall, and he picked up High Caliber. Really nice demonstration of the KV-5 when its armor works. Now, it doesn't always work. I tend to find my turret gets penned a heck of a lot, and it will see tier 9 tanks who have no problems penning you, but the armor can be absolutely troll. He finished top on XP with 1505, did almost 5k damage and 4 kills. This is the one I want to see. He fired 24, he hit 21. Now, he was shooting a lot of shots on the move. I thought he missed more than that, but very accurate performance from the gun. Of the 21 shots, he penned 19. Not surprising due to the fact he really wanted to win the game. Only had 167mm of penetration and decided to use gold ammunition. He damaged 5,005 potential damage blocked by armor. He took, where we go, he took 28 hits. Wow. 8 of them were penetrations, but not all 8 did damage. Some of them were absorbed by his tracks. He bounced 20 directly. The armor really worked in that game, Khalid. He damaged 7, destroyed 4, did 127 assistance damage, and even managed 3 base defense points. And even though he was firing a lot of gold in that game, and the ammo costs were expensive, 89,000 credits for ammo, wow. He still came out with a profit of 36,500 credits. Of course, that was with a premium account. With a standard account, it would have been a loss, unfortunately. But it's a money maker, and I really don't criticize anyone. The KV-5's penetration with the standard AP is, as I say, the worst of all the tier 8 premium tanks. 2,257 XP on a ×5 event left him on a huge 11,510 XP. Yeah, I haven't reviewed the KV-5 yet. I do recommend the tank, but it can be troll. Not every KV-5 game is going to be as amazing as that. I do find myself getting penned a hell of a lot more than Khalid did in that particular game. But really nice game. You were really aggressive in a game where your team had very low win chances. I want to thank Dainean and Khalid for sending those replays in. 2 really nice replays and 2 really nice premium tanks. I hope you guys enjoyed watching them, and I'll see you next time.